I consider myself a conservative. I believe in limited government. I believe in the free market. I believe in individual responsibility and a lot of other values that align with what you would call a conservative person. At the same time, I also believe that Turning Point USA is almost single-handedly destroying the conservative movement. I didn't watch their full conference at Amfest, which is their big yearly conference, but I watched enough to know that it was quite an embarrassment, in my opinion. And today I'm going to be showing you the top 4 cringiest or worst moments, I believe, from this year's Amfest, America Fest at TPUSA. We're going to start with number 4, which is going to be this clip right here by Erica Kirk. Check it out.
The enemy has thrown a lot of curveballs at us today and this week and the past 3 months, and one of them is the fact that my entire speech has been wiped because my iPad won't even turn on, so that's a fun technical difficulty that we can figure out. You also learn some unexpected things, like the fact that Joy Reid probably needs a really, really good hug, and honestly, I'm here for it if she needs it. I got a good hug for you. Good hug for you. I'll even touch the back of your head.
It's so cringy because she keeps making jokes about the criticisms that people have thrown her way. And it's not quite landing how she wishes it to land. Now, do I have a lot of compassion for Erica Kirk? Absolutely. At the same time, I don't think she realizes that what people picked up on between her and JD Vance, they picked up on for a reason. And so for a lot of people listening to her make jokes about it, feels insulting.
We have 25 countries represented plus Puerto Rico, but I have the list here. Don't worry, guys. Egypt is not on the list. Don't worry about that.
Again, attempting to make fun of the situation, to make light of the situation, which is people trying to investigate her husband's assassination. It's not funny. To her it is, but it's not funny. And you can't laugh it away. What people want are answers.
Oh, how funny. I say Egypt and my iPad turns on. That's fun.
Also not funny. I think she's winging it here. This is the opening of the entire conference. I think she's winging it here. So I'm giving her some grace because she's not reading from a script right now. She's probably thrown off guard. Her nerves are probably up a bit because her iPad's not working. But it's pretty insulting to people who have legitimate questions about Charlie's death, about things that haven't added up. And to just get her joking about it, it's also very weird because this is your husband's assassination. It just happened 3 months ago. And maybe you saw that and you just thought it was funny. She's laughing it off. Well, don't leave the video yet because it gets worse, like unbelievably worse. Number 2, Freudian slip, the grifting moment. Erica is talking to a student who receives a Charlie Kirk award for being a great chapter president, I guess. And she accidentally has a Freudian slip, or you could say a mix-up of words, whatever you want to call it. Let's check it out.
Loss of Charlie Kirk, my incredible husband at UVU. Caleb has persisted with the same gift. Grit. It has been a long day. Trust me, you're not a grifter, honey. Ooh. It's all good.
Oh gosh. I don't even like the look of her calling him honey. He's like in high school, I think. Oh, man. So that's the first Freudian slip. And if that were the only one throughout this entire conference, I think it would have gone probably unnoticed by a lot of people. But that was not even close to the only Freudian slip in this Amfest conference. But before we get to the next Freudian slip, which is actually the number 1 worst moment of this conference, we're going to go to number 3. If this doesn't make you uncomfortable, I think there is something wrong with your nervous system. When I saw that they had recreated the tent and the signs and the area that Charlie Kirk was in when he was assassinated, they recreated the stage and the setting at Amfest in this conference hall, and that people were taking pictures there that people were treating it like some type of shrine. It felt viscerally wrong to me. Seeing people smile and for selfies and taking videos and pictures under the recreation of where he was murdered. It felt so viscerally wrong. I think for a few reasons, but I'll get into that in a second. First, I want to show you the exact recreation.
Why TPUSA recreated the scene tied to Charlie Kirk's unaliving.
There it is. It's exactly like it was on the day of his death, right there. And maybe it looks, not too out of the norm to you, but picture people smiling in there, posing in there, taking photos of themselves in there. How is this honoring Charlie? To pay your respects, that should be an act that is sacred, that is personal, private. Recreating the sign and the stage where he died and posing with it, that is treating his murder scene like a photo op. That's not sacred at all. That's performative. And the idea of people coming to this conference, young people in high school and college, and going under this tent, smiling, posing, acting as if they had some type of proximity to Charlie's own death and suffering. That is disgusting. Disgusting. It's also just, to me, really dark that they are publicly reenacting his death scene at all. It's making me think that they are taking historical violence. I mean, this event will go down in history, at least American history, into a spectacle. This is very uncomfortable. And as somebody who has lived through my own share of trauma and abuse at the hands of a parent, maybe that's why it's hitting me so hard and I find this so repulsive. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is this repulsive to you? When I see somebody's pain, his death, being used as part of someone's agenda, a public agenda that's very performative, it feels disgusting to me. Maybe this is pattern recognition for me. I don't know. But I just can't shrug this off. I think this definitely crossed a line. So this is for sure the third worst moment of Turning Point's whole conference. Now, the last worst moment of Turning Point's conference is not so quite so dark, and it involves Nicki Minaj, who was their surprise guest on the last day. You might have seen this clip. It's been circling around. She has either, not gotten a lot of sleep the night before. Maybe she's super nervous, but that's hard to believe given that she stands on stages and talks to people for a living. She has the biggest Freudian slip word mix-up of all time, and there really is no coming back from this. So this is the worst, cringiest moment from Turning Point USA. And I guess these moments aren't exactly why I think they're ruining the conservative moment. I'm more making light of it right now, but I could go into that in another video. Let me know if you're interested in hearing that. Let's watch this. The number one worst moment.
You have amazing role models like our handsome, dashing president. And you have amazing role models like the assassin J.D. Vance, our vice president. And when I say that,
she just realized what she had said. Yikes. Assassin. I've never heard that word used in a positive way. I've never heard that word used as a compliment. Let me know in the comments if you have.
Trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so you're fine. Yes, we did. I love you. I love you. You have to laugh about it, truly. I have been called every single thing, and you know what? God is so good, you let it roll right off your back.
Okay. Nicki Minaj. Not sure if she had that on the brain because of the situation that happened to Charlie 3 months ago, or because of the conspiracies going around about JD Vance being involved in Charlie Kirk's death. I'm really not sure. I don't think any of us could ever really know that. But either way, I think that we can all agree, probably, that this is an extremely poor and unfortunate choice of words in an already very charged setting. I imagine Erica is not too happy with this statement either, because she publicly endorsed him for president of the United States in the next election. Not good. Not good for the Conservative Party. Not good for TPUSA. By the way, I'm not saying that this is even a Freudian slip, because that is really when you have like an unintentional word or an unconscious intention that comes out that is truthful, that comes out when you don't mean it to. There really is no evidence to support that at this moment, but it might just be an awkward compliment gone wrong, a harmless slip, mix up of words. I'm not sure which word she meant to say. This is just unfortunate, guys. And if you watch any more of the actual convention, it's odd. It's weird. I don't know why they're having pyro, the flames everywhere. And it seemed more like a huge concert. They must have sunk millions of dollars into producing this convention. The tent where he was killed, it hasn't even been a year. It's been 3 months. Why would people want to? That's what really gets me. Maybe that should be number one. The tent. Why would people want to pose where he was murdered? Why would you want to pretend as if you were there? And would Christians actually put a person like Charlie Kirk, who is a flawed person like the rest of us, on such a pedestal like that? They created that recreation of his murder scene. That to me is like a shrine they've built for him, and he's a mortal person. Mortal, not immortal. Mortal. He's not a prophet. He's not a saint, and yet it seems to me like that's what they're treating him as. And I know that Christians, and according to the Bible, you are not supposed to have false idols. You're not supposed to do that. So this was more of a lighthearted, I tried to make it lighthearted, but a lighthearted video about the top 4 worst, cringiest moments from TPUSA's latest conference. But I could make a whole nother video about what is dividing the conservative movement, or the flaws in the current approach of the conservative movement. They're shooting themselves in the foot, which is really unfortunate for me, because I would love the conservative movement to rise up in the right way, though, in the right way. And it's all happening in the wrong way. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm curious to hear what you guys think about this conference. If you watched it, if you didn't, what did you think about these specific clips? Am I the only one who finds it really disturbing that they did this scene recreation of Charlie's murder scene? As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.